Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, May 23rd, 2025. Wow, where is this month going? It's going by too quickly. Welcome to the live trading room. Glad you all are here. Hope you had a decent afternoon and evening. Here's yesterday's trades. Had a bad trade, that first trade. Just had an awful last couple of days, and I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Market has just not been friendly to us. Ended up getting out of that put trade right around the time we got off. Although the market has just tanked overnight, Keith's going to be very happy about that, so I know he's still holding. Ended up taking a trade shortly after we got off and did something stupid. I typically get a couple of calls from subscribers right after our sessions each day to discuss trades or whatever's going on. Anyway, I literally forgot that I had this trade on. And after I got off those calls, had some lunch and came back here, and it gone up nearly $1 on that. So that was a mistake. I wouldn't have stayed in that trade that long with a couple of reversals that had happened on it. But anyway, sometimes sometimes ignorance is bliss. Anyway, we SPY closed at 582.57, and it is way down. We do have a gap play this morning. The gap fill and trigger will be 581.41. So that's the gap fill and trigger will be a call trade if it should come back from its low, which is way down here. Wow, it just must have been some report that came out. Keith will tell us about that. Anyway, we're sitting at 575.59. So we are a good $5 under that it needs to recover to get there. Anyway, let's head over to the option chain. The option chain, we have, we have over 5,700,000 already traded. We're going to trade, today is the 23rd, so we're trading today's expiration. And I've got to get that centered real quick. All, and then back to 14. There we go. So the strikes are way out of balance right now. We won't know the true numbers until we start the session, so I'm not going to say what strikes are at right now. And with that, I'm going to go over ahead and toss it over to Mr. Keith. There he is. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. The President Trump this morning announced that he's going to put more tariffs on the European Union. So that about 8 o'clock or so, that market just dove. And we had a couple Fed members speaking at 8:35 this morning already. We will have new home sale numbers coming out at 10 o'clock, so we could get a pop at 10. We will have a Fed member speaking at noon today and no bond auctions today. And I would say this morning, after this morning's trade, the volume is going to be very low given the holiday weekend. And with that, everybody thinks it's a picnic kind of weekend, but this is to remember people who have lost their lives in support of this country. So if you know of anyone who has lost their life or had a family member lost their life, thank them this weekend for that supreme sacrifice that they gave. And with that, I will be trading next Friday's expiration, the 30th of May.
Okay. Thank you for that, Keith. Appreciate it. Okay. Just centering my active trader, and I'll put in a call trade there. Oh, not the 29th. Let's get back up to the. Okay, and we're in. Sorry, wasting time there. We are in, and the Dow is down 484, 87, 85. S&P is down by 69, and NASDAQ is down by 299, 301 now. Although pre-market, the last few minutes in pre-market, the price has been rising. and it's continuing into the open here. So we will see. Now, if you happen to be trading today's expiration yesterday and held on to those puts, held on to that put, you are in an amazing profit right now because of the drop that happened at 8 o'clock this morning.
And I just got out of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got out of mine.
All right.
So yesterday around the market, I closed some of mine out just right after the market closed yesterday for 585. Just closed the majority of them today for $11.05.
Wow. Holy smokes.
I'm not certain I'm going to trade anymore today.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you.
So I did take a loss on part of those yesterday, but all in all, I'm up significantly.
Yeah. So that's the advantage of, trading not same day expiration, going out a few days or a day. So
709 to 1018.
nice, Ashim. Very good. And okay, getting to the strikes will be at the 575 on the call side, or I will be at the 575 on the call side and the 578 on the put side of things. And we were rising pretty significantly here. Yeah, it's kind of bouncing back and forth. We're already up to 8,100,000. So a lot of readjustment going on. Probably there's a lot of pre-market sales that went on. This might be bargain hunting right now. All right, guys, I'm going to go over to the 575 on the call side. 575 strike call. Stand by. I'm going to go ahead and enter this 575. And filled at 385. All right, let's go ahead and take some profit right here, folks. And out at $4. So 385 to $4. And it is continuing to rise. Let's see.
I put a pseudo demand zone at the bottom of that first candle.
Okay. Go ahead and do that as well. Oh, come on, you sluggish machine.
And just a reminder, the markets are closed on Monday.
And do they close early today?
Brian thought so, but I didn't see any evidence of that.
Okay. Remove old drawings here. Sometimes when your machine is sluggish, you can remove old drawings and that will help. There we go. Wow, still rising.
I sort of expected to rise some, but not this soon.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the MACD on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
1.4.
Way up there. And the 5 minutes just coming back from that big sell-off that happened pre-market.
Yeah.
Up to 10,200,000 already. Dow's down just 329 now. Nas down 219. S&P down 51. Huge swing high happening right off the bat. This looks like it's slowing down a little bit now. And I'll add my 100,000 in a minute. No music playing. My 100,000 line again because it always gets erased with the old drawings when I remove them. Voila, there we are. Lots of volume, lots of readjustment going on right now.
Wow. Yeah, look at those 1 minute candles. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Goes up a million trades on that first minute.
Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to go over to the 579 on the put side, 579 strike put. Stand by. Okay, let's go ahead and enter this 579 in at 355.
And then it's 750. Come on down. I'm going to close the order in for 20 cents, which is down just above the VWAP.
Okay. All right, remember your stops.
Yeah, that's the Ivan we like to see. Come on, get down. Come on. Come on. Come on down.
All right, stand by to take profit.
I'm out. Oh, it changed.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get adjusted up there. Nope, not yet.
I'll be back in a second, Tim.
All righty. All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here. And out at 374. And a nice push after close. So if you're still in this, you're going to make even more. So that one was nice. It pushed down after I closed. It pushed down a little bit more. It gave you some time to get out of that trade. Hopefully you got out with a nice profit on that. All right, and we do have a supply zone.
Yeah, we do.
We do. So we'll go ahead and set that in. Price still coming down.
You got out of yours?
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Got 19 cents on it.
Excellent.
Could have gotten could have gotten a lot more actually. But let's not be greedy.
Mhm.
Now, if we break through the demand zone, we'll look at another put trade. Up to 14,200,000 traded. Dow's down 394, Nas down 287, S&P down 68. Let's go back to the call side. Well, hold off. This current candle is showing a lot of indecision. So nice little breakout to the top side here. See if it's going to break through or just bounce off.
Might be setting up for a real demand zone too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back to the 576 on the call side. 576 on the call side. And then it immediately reverses hard.
Say it again.
576 on the call side. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ashim.
I have strong belief, team. So that you have some spying thing in your home, they can hear you.
Probably. I'm pretty sure all my devices listen to me anyway. It was funny the other day, yesterday or the day before, Melissa and I were having a deep discussion on budget, and we have Alexa was nearby, and I could see her listening
And making notes.
and making notes, listening to every word we said. Wow, man, these reversals are hard and fast.
Had a lot of those this week, Tim.
Yeah.
I think I made the comment yesterday that we had so many of those candles, one after another, that were very wide candles, but opposite direction each time.
Mhm. Price just bouncing between the zones here, actually between VWAP and the supply zone. Come on, Price, pick a direction here. Haven't had a single minute below 100,000. Up to 17,100,000. Traded on the underlying.
We got 3 minutes to the pop.
Okay. See if the pop gets price moving here. All right, just going into consolidation right around VWAP. All right, we're in the pop. Breaking through the supply zone. See if this is going to break out here or just fall right back. Hmm. Guys, I'm going to go to the 579 on the put side, maybe scalping this move if it comes down. All right, stand by. All right.
You're at the 178.
579.
I mean 579. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, on the put side.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Thank God we didn't.
Yeah, I was about to get into that too. All right, let's head over to the call side to the 576 on the call side. Yeah, it's running out of steam.
Tim, are we close to a previous resistance as far
Uh,
as going,
I'm not sure. I don't have yesterday's.
or even the most recent peak just right before
Oh,
that?
yeah, we are. We are
Okay.
just passing that.
Okay.
Yeah, that 578.16 level. We just broke through that,
Okay.
but it's pulling back. Just keep thinking this is going to pull back significantly. Let's see. I'm going to go to the 577 on the call side. 577 strike call. Maybe going into its consolidation right now. No, just as soon as I get into a call trade, this will reverse. All right, I'm going to head back over to the put side to the 579 strike put. Stand by. Let's go ahead and enter this in at 284.
It's 680. Come on down. I've got a close order in just before the demand zone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, supply zone.
Supply zone. Yeah.
Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down.
All right. Stand by to take profit.
I just filled.
And let's take profit here. Out at 297.
$281 to $295.
Okay. All right.
680 to 70, 20 cents.
Mm.
Wow. I
Yeah,
think we got out at the right time.
I think so.
We can move that supply zone up, though.
Yes, we can, can't we?
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, that just shot up like a rocket. Let's go ahead and
I'm not counting the trade I held overnight. I'm up 2 trades for 40 cents.
nice. I'm up 3 trades for plus 40. Is that a 7? 47.
Okay, good. So much better.
Come on. Sluggish.
Is your computer acting slow again?
Yeah.
Tim, for the last one, you got in at 359 and out at 374.
Uh, no, 284 out at 297.
Okay, thanks.
The one before that was that price.
3.59 to 374.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Let's see, we're up to 22 million. So made that 20 million in the first hour way ahead of time. Dow is down 301, Nas down 190, S&P down 49. Overall bias is toward the call side. Let's see if we're going to bounce off the supply zone here. Mhm. Our 1 minute Heikenase MACD has gone into the put bias mode. 5 minute is turning, it's converging. Let us keep an eye on, let's see here, the 579 strike put. Just keep an eye on that. Move this demand zone up, which I should have done a little while ago. There we go. Stand by on this 579 on the put side. See what it does with VWAP. I'm going to head back to the call side to the 576 on the call side. And push down quite a bit though. All right. I'm going to enter this 576 in at 289. Stand by to take profit. let's go ahead and take profit and out at 315, 289 to 315.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Mine didn't get executed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was not able to get in.
I couldn't get in either.
No, there was a period where it just sort of stopped. Um, and I got in around that point, and then it started going right away. So I'm not surprised that you weren't able to get filled on that.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get in either by the time I was hoping to get in, you were getting out.
Oh, well, it's still growing.
Yeah, the MACD's getting ready to cross over.
Okay, gonna move up our supply zone. Let's see if it breaks through this recent high. $73. All right, let's go back to the put side. Whoops, sorry. And let's go to the 579 on the put side, 579 strike put. All right, stand by on this 579. Let's go ahead and get into this. Come on, Phil. In at 263. All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take profit here. Out at 273. And that's still going to come down more.
I got in at 673 out at 696.
Wow, nice.
23 cents.
Took me a minute to get filled on that one.
I'm happy just to get little gains here and there. Even, I mean, 20-cent gains is not necessarily little, but given as much as it's jumping around.
Sure. So that's 5 trades, all positive, up 83 cents. We are an hour in. We've got 24,600,000 in.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dow is still down 284, NASDAQ down 202, S&P down 49. You can see this wave action, this price wave action that has set up. And that's all we're doing is just scalping the reversals.
And we always thought wave action was for the stadium crazies.
See if price is just going to bounce in between this minor zone and the supply zone here for a while. Back, guys, excuse me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Price rising again, coming up to previous highs. So price did break through the supply zone, but immediately pushed back up. Doji, long doji. See if that results in a reversal. No, not so much, at least not yet. Let's see. I'm going to go to the 579 on the put side. 579 strike put.
That's all I've traded today is 579 put.
Hey, you're right.
Mhm.
Price again back up to this area of resistance. It's breaking through now. So very few minutes, under 100,000 today. But volume has come down a bit here in the last 10, 15 minutes. Price coming right back up again, starting to sell off, coming back up to this resistance point again. See if it can break through this time. Broke through just a little bit at 1040. Was looking like it was going to move, but immediate reversal. So we'll just continue to watch, wait for a true breakout.
Tim, do you ever look at divergences?
How do you mean?
Like on the MACD, or like if there's a conflict, if MACD is going down and price is going up, or like we're having now, like things are going sideways, but do do you look at other indicators to tell you like divergences are happening or
Yeah, I do. I generally want to see agreement on the MACDs. But sometimes we're getting a move, and the 5 minute is a lagging indicator and may take a little bit to get caught up. But yeah, we do look at that.
okay, thanks.
Yeah, I guess is what Tim is saying is we look at it for a divergence is not a good thing. So we're looking for agreements on things. So if we do see a divergence, that's usually a wait signal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Great question, though. There it goes. Finally broke through. But did not stay that way long. Boy, it went up and right back down.
He just gave us.
Yeah, basically.
That's what we call the nanny boo boo move.
Yeah, exactly. Ran up to it and immediately ran away. Trying again here.
By the way, just to clarify something too, that you may be asking yourself, well, if I'm doing such far out expirations, do I often let things go for quite a while to get a trade before I close it? Not necessarily. I'm still looking for fairly fast closings on these. It's just that it gives me some movement if I have to hold it for a while. But typically, I still want to be in and out of these fairly quickly.
Yeah. If you can afford to pick up, a couple of extra days expiration, if you can afford it, by all means, do it. That extra time value has come in very, very handy for Keith. For instance, this morning, I mean, that one's a grand slam plus that he got this morning. And that was because he's trading, up to a week out. So he can afford to stay in a trade overnight for 1, maybe 2 days. And with the volatility we're getting, whenever the president decides to change a tariff, the markets go crazy in reverse and do everything like it did this morning, really comes in handy to have a trade on at the time he does that.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out 100%, but more times than not, I've found I've been able to wait a little bit and turn a loss into a profit.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. I mean, because I like to, hold the trade that if I cannot get out. This is like yesterday. It's so I was trying, but it didn't work out. So I just holded it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Keith.
Yep.
But I made $3.10
Nice.
today.
Nice. Love to hear it.
Yeah, I've had three trades today for 63 cents. And you add my $3.50 from overnight, and it's over $4 today.
That's great. So I've got 5 trades up 83 cents, which I'm very pleased with. Got a great push down going right now. After it made that new high.
What? What you yabbering for? What? Huh? Yo. What are you doing? You say hi to the crowd? Do you?
You got a friend there, Keith?
I do. A black one. I got to go down and visit with my granddaughter yesterday afternoon to babysit while my daughter and son-in-law went to a concert for one of the other grand girls.
Ah.
And boy, do we have fun. I was, my son-in-law and I are working on a designing a circuit to control my dust collector for my shop.
Uh-huh.
So I had a power supply there. I'll bet we spent an hour just plugging in and unplugging the wires going in and out of the power supply and adjusting the knobs, and she was having a grand time.
Great toy. So we're going to bounce off the minor zone here.
We've been getting some lower volume candles here about the last 20 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm. Price continues to drop, but we're going to turn around either here at the minor zone or at VWAP.
Yep.
Could have gotten into this put trade. I just did not want to give any back. So I can maybe going into some consolidation here at the minor zone. And all the way down to VWAP.
Well, not bad. 63 cents today.
All right, Ashim. Add that to your overnight, and you had a incredible day.
Yes. Thanks.
You're very welcome. All right, we're almost at the top of the hour. We're going to do a little bit of review here.
All right, Tim, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for a great week. Had some challenges this week, but come out quite well. And thanks for all your effort.
Well, you're very welcome, and thank you, sir.
Okay, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Okay, take care, Keith. All right, let's do a little bit of trade review here. Bring this down a bit. Had that nice little swing high in the beginning, so 930. No, that can't be right. Took that first call trade. It was on this swing high. somewhere in here. Took the first call trade, got 15 cents on that for it reverse. It was just got into this trade because it was just a continuation after the 5 minute period. It was still moving up, so we took that trade for 15. Then at 9:43, is that right? Yeah, 9:43. Took a put trade off this reversal. Was looking for it to break through the what was the supply zone at the time. Remember, we like to take trades after it breaks through a zone, and we were pushing down, so we took that put trade 9:43 for 19 cents. And then, yeah, then 10:08. Right here was another put trade, the 579 at 10:08. Took it off of the just the reversal that was happening here. It had gone up. We went into a little bit of consolidation and it started reversing, and we took that trade there off of the reversal for 13. And then 10:22. All right, we had just broken a little bit through the what was a minor zone at the time. Looked for the reversal off of the minor zone and took that call trade right about here for 26 cents. Got a nice little push up at the end of that for 26 cents. Again, waiting for it to push through a zone, which it did. It was coming off of a reversal, pushing into the zone. This is one of my favorite trades off a reversal, but you can see what's happening is we're getting this wave action in pricing that was going on. So we're basically scalping this trade. I took that for 26 cents. And then at 10:28 was a put trade right here. Was not in this very long. Took it here again. It was a reversal, pushed through the zone, and got into it about here. It's about the right time to get into that, and took that for just 10 cents there, which gave me 83 cents for the morning. So those are the trades. Those are the why we got into those trades. And there you have it. Now, if you look at what's going on right now, this is a good time to get into a call trade. It has reversed, went through the minor zone, bounced off of VWAP, and is heading back up. So if you're inclined, you may want to consider a call trade at this point. Okay, that is it for this morning, and that is it for this week. Thank you guys for supporting the room. I know we had some rough trades the last couple of days, but we've come through. I appreciate your support. And remember, we won't be here Monday. We'll be here Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Have a great Memorial Day, and I'll see you all on Monday. I'll see you all on Tuesday. So take care, everybody.